No longer 1937.
She's not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
Hi, Vanity Fair. Jacob and I are really nervous backstage, and Beyonce's...
Add a little pizzazz.
The ongoing controversy surrounding Rachel Zegler's comments about Disney's classic Snow White has led to a public relations nightmare for Disney. Fans are divided, critics are outraged, and Zegler herself has become a lightning rod for heated debates about respect for tradition versus the push for progress. Joe Rogan, known for his blunt takes on cultural issues, has criticized the trend of Hollywood stars alienating their audiences with what he sees as unnecessary controversies and out-of-touch opinions. Zegler's remarks have ignited widespread backlash for many fans who see Snow White as a cultural treasure. This disconnection has left many questioning whether Zegler was the right choice for the iconic role. Damage control reports indicate that executives are scrambling to contain the backlash and reassure fans that the upcoming Snow White remake will honor the original's legacy. The controversy has placed immense pressure on Disney to navigate a fine line between modernizing its stories and respecting its audience's expectations. Zegler's remarks have added fuel to the fire, and Joe Rogan, known for his blunt takes on cultural issues, criticized the trend of Hollywood stars alienating their audiences with what he sees as unnecessary controversies and out-of-touch opinions. Rogan's commentary resonates with a growing segment of fans who feel that Hollywood's priorities have shifted away from storytelling and entertainment, focusing instead on pushing divisive narratives. In conclusion, the ongoing fallout surrounding Rachel Zegler's comments about Disney's classic Snow White has created a public relations nightmare for the studio. The controversy has forced executives to navigate a fine line between modernizing their stories and respecting their audience's expectations. The text discusses the controversy surrounding Disney's controversial history, including questionable content in its older films. It highlights the debate about whether Disney's recent efforts to modernize its stories are genuine or merely performative. Critics have accused Rachel Zegler of being tone-deaf and unwilling to acknowledge the damage her comments have caused, while others see her as emblematic of Hollywood's failure to connect with its audience. In a conversation with Whitney Cummings Rogan, Rogan highlighted Disney's controversial history, including questionable content in its older films. This discussion has fueled speculation about whether Disney's recent efforts to modernize its stories are genuine or merely performative. The debate has shifted some of the criticism away from Zegler and onto Disney's broader handling of its legacy and its responsibility to its audience. The text also discusses the controversy surrounding the use of AI in Disney's films, such as Marshmallow Cannon and Mickey Mouse. Critics argue that the use of AI in Disney films is not only a coincidence but also a sign of a lack of pay over time. Zegler's apologetic social media presence has intensified the backlash by sharing moments from her career and doubling down on her remarks. Critics accuse her of being tone-deaf and unwilling to acknowledge the damage her comments have caused, while her candidness has endeared her to some fans. Others see her as emblematic of Hollywood's failure to connect with its audience. In conclusion, the text highlights the ongoing debate surrounding Disney's controversial history and its responsibility to its audience. Rachel Zegler, the 22-year-old actress who played Snow White in the 1937 film, has faced backlash for her negative views on the original 1937 film and the Prince character. Critics argue that her comments have tainted the project and could hurt its box office performance. This situation underscores the risk studios face when casting outspoken actors in high-profile roles, particularly when their personal views clash with public expectations. Disney faces challenges in managing Snow White's portrayal and controlling actor statements to prevent negative effects on ticket sales. The company is expected to win parents over by talking to kids who are their customers and paying for the tickets. Critics of Zegler have speculated that her comments are part of a broader agenda to rewrite beloved stories in ways that alienate traditional audiences. This narrative has sparked heated debates about whether Hollywood's push for modernization is a step forward or a misguided attempt to erase the past. Some applaud Zegler's boldness, while others see her as a symptom of a larger problem in the entertainment industry. There is a big focus on her love story with a guy who stalks her, which some critics argue could be a sign of a larger problem in the entertainment industry. In conclusion, the backlash against Rachel Zegler has raised concerns about the potential damage to Disney's live-action Snow White remake and the potential impact on ticket sales. Joe Rogan has used the controversy surrounding Rachel Zegler to address Hollywood's growing disconnect from its audience. Rogan has painted a picture of an industry losing touch with the people it aims to entertain, with some feeling that Hollywood's focus on pushing agendas is overshadowing its commitment to creativity and storytelling. Rogan's critiques have resonated with those who feel that Hollywood's focus on pushing agendas is overshadowing its commitment to creativity and storytelling. Some see Rachel Zegler as a refreshing voice, unafraid to challenge the status quo, while others view her as emblematic of Hollywood's detachment from its audience. Her journey highlights the challenges faced by young stars in navigating the pressures of fame, in a world where every word and action is scrutinized. One of the first people to put out a YouTube video specifically about Rachel Zegler was one of the first people to criticize her comments on the Snow White movie, arguing that the real problem in that video was her attitude. People were offended by her words, but these are things that had been said in the media around Disney for a long time. Zegler's controversial remarks and Disney's frantic damage control have created a perfect storm of cultural discourse. Is Rachel Zegler simply a bold, outspoken star caught in the crossfire? Or is she part of a larger agenda reshaping how Hollywood tells its stories? As the fallout continues, it is clear that the battle between tradition and modernization in entertainment is far from over. The unfolding of this saga will shape not only Rachel Zegler's career, but also the future of storytelling in Hollywood. In conclusion, Joe Rogan's critique of Rachel Zegler and Disney has reignited debates about Hollywood's evolving relationship with its audience. Zegler's controversial remarks, Disney's frantic damage control, and Rogan's unfiltered commentary have created a perfect storm of cultural discourse. As the fallout continues, it is clear that the battle between tradition and modernization in entertainment is far from over.